Artificial Insecurities, 13th Hour, Sloth. His stomach rumbled louder, ready to devour the whole cosmos. But first, a nice meal would suffice. The man was still in the middle of the room, slowly moving his hand to calm the growling, to sing a lullaby to the insatiable ravenousness. It was quite the hassle. His hunger made him alive, yet he had to eat to live. Which would he choose? Something to live for or something to live with? The room got colder, the colors fading. He knew the sensation too well, teetering on the edge of passing out. He was used to keeping himself fasting, not for any meaning, no higher purpose, just to feel the hunger, the epitome of his essence. The man focused on the hole in his stomach, eyeing each second that passed, the pain ticking louder with each stomp of the clock, as if every moment was another brutal thrust into his stomach. What was the next test? He wondered. The stubborn man he was. He looked around. 5 minutes past the 13th hour. He had to eat, right? The room was fully equipped to survive. Huge chunk of meat and fresh fish in a box. On the opposite side of the room, the furthest from the furnace, full of ice, full of ice cubes. Couple of seasonings near the drawer, next to the door. Few clean plates of porcelain on the table. His saliva was dripping uncontrollably. He gathered himself, took a long breath, just a bit. He uttered, slowly full of embarrassment. The man spent the whole hour preparing the best dish he had ever conjured, amazed at this masterpiece. Even for a picky chef that he was, he set the table, the odor so tempting. The man slowly pulled the chair, staring with disgust at the table, colored with each flavor as a priceless canvas, a true 5-star Michelin worthy. Fancy and rich, set of savory, appetizing to say the least, holding so dearly to the joy of hunger, yet enjoying the masterpiece before his eyes, the purity of the art before his eyes. He frowned at the clock. The 13th hour was up. The man was sitting in silence, staring at the table, defiantly, fighting the hunger, depriving himself of a true delight. He slowly put his hands on the table, caressing the wooden texture and focusing on the ever growing hunger.